I am Janice Stokes Nauman, and I wanted to share with you a few tips about earning your first trip, or earning a trip. One thing that I have found is the very first thing you have to do is think about your why. Why is it important to you? For example, with the very first trip that I earned, which was a while back ago, I've earned probably about 12 trips. I've been in 2 direct sales companies. But the very first trip that I earned, I had to earn it because my husband and I had not ever been on a honeymoon. So this was my way of giving us a honeymoon. So my why was really, really strong. So the first thing is your why. You have to think about why do you want it. And then the second thing is you have to make a decision that it has to happen. And I think that's the tricky part, is it's kind of like the no excuses no matter what kind of philosophy, that it's got to happen. And that's that. You have to start telling everybody and anybody that it's got to happen, and all of a sudden it will happen. And then the third tip is you have to visualize at night what it's going to be like when it actually happens. When the Ireland trip came up, it was really important to me. Again, going back to my why, it was really important to me that we were able to do that as a family. I have 2 older boys who were older, so old that there were no girlfriends in sight, and I didn't know how much longer it was going to be before we had more people in our family. So it was really important to me that that was our last big family trip that we could do together, and I've never been able to take them overseas. So that was my why, and that's why it was really important. So that's your deal. You've got to think about your why. You've got to make a decision that is going to happen regardless. And then the third thing is you've got to visualize that it's going to happen. And I have to do the same thing in my goals today to promote to director. I have to do the same thing. I have to think about my why, and I have to make a decision that it's going to happen, and then I have to visualize that it's happening.